Hello Odooers and welcome back. Did you know that the average user spends between 6 and 7 hours online per day? The digital landscape is a huge part of our lives, and web design plays a crucial role in shaping this landscape to be as user-friendly as possible. Luckily, with Odoo's array of building blocks, we can bring virtually any design idea to life. Now, Chiara, do you have any experience with HTML and CSS and JavaScript and GitHub and Star Wars?
At all.
No? That's all right, because all you need to know actually is how to drag and drop. It's that simple with Odoo. Let's take a look. Okay, so we're here on our website and you can literally change everything and add anything you want. But the first advice I like to give you in web design is to keep it simple. The main objective of any website is to make it easy for the user to get the information he's looking for. Chiara, have you ever heard of something called web design conventions?
Aren't they good practices for designers so that their designs can be easily followed?
Exactly. 10 points to Gryffindor. Indeed. For example, web design conventions state that there is always a main button, called Call to Action, or CTA for short, in the header. There's also a main title on the page, and there's a logo on the left or in the center of the header. And we also have some social media in the footer. As you can see, Odoo directly implements these design conventions. Now, our goal is to find the right balance between convention and innovation. And to do this, we're going to tackle several elements. We want to edit something, so I guess we'll click on the Edit button. And in this panel, we have 3 sections. We have the building blocks, which hold all the different elements we can drag and drop onto our page to create our site. Then we have the Customize one, which, if we select a block, allows us to customize the block we've selected. And we've got Theme, which will impact the whole website and not just the block we selected. It's here that we're able to change our fonts if we want to. Now, fonts are obviously very important as they're going to affect the aesthetics of your site, but also the legibility. Odoo uses Google Fonts, which means you have access to thousands of fonts for free. To change the font, it's very easy. We just go here and we can change the font for all the normal text and for the heading. For example, here I am in paragraph, which is this text, and here in heading, which are the titles. And you can see that we can change the font for different types of headings. Now let's add a new one. And if I do not like the ones that are already proposed here in the list, I can just say add a Google font. Here it tells us select one font on fonts.google.com. So let's click on it. And in here, I just have to select the one that I want. Let's say that, okay, I want Rubik. When I click on it, and if I exit my full screen, I just need to copy the link, go back to Odoo, and paste it here. And you see he has added Rubik here. If I now say save and reload, he has taken into account the font, and I can find it here in my list. I can, of course, just go back and change any other font if I want to go back. Now that that's done, let's change our title. Now, of course, it's not Odoo Travel Agency. We are called Brussels Sprouts. Now, to make it stand out more, we can use italic, for example, or we can use bold, which is here, or we can underline it. We can strike through, all the common things. But we also have something very cool, which is called highlight, and it's over here. If I click on highlight, I can make my text stand out even more with several options, you see? For example, I like this one, and there you go. And it can be also you can just select one portion of the text and highlight that one. Now, the last thing I'd like to share about fonts is that you can change the limit line length of your text. If I choose, for example, this text, I can choose if I want a paragraph to be narrower or broader. Odoo has 3 options. The full width, which is like this, look how it changes. The 50% width, which is like this, or the small width. Okay, now let's talk about colors, which you can also change in this Theme tab. In Odoo, we can configure the main colors, which are primary colors and secondary colors, and 3 other colors which are used for light and darker tones. Now, by clicking on the color palette, you have some suggestions, just like we had in our website configurator. There are websites that can help you choose your color palette, such as, I'll show you, Color Hunt or Adobe Color Wheel. You can just look for them on Google. Now, for each block, you can change its colors. If I select this block, I can change the color. And we have little shortcuts here. Now, these are the combination of colors that we would be using the most. And we can change these colors if we just go here in theme and in the color presets. And here we can just change them as we want. Now, there are several other options in this theme tab, such as the possibility to make our website into a postcard. If you go in page layout and we choose postcard, let me show you what happens. There you go. It makes it narrower, and I can even put a picture here in the background. So don't hesitate to play around with the options, as they will certainly make your website richer, and there are a lot of them. Now, that's it for the theme tab. Now, we'd like to focus on these two tabs, blocks and customize, which will actually allow us to create the content of our website. But you know what? I'll leave that for the next video. So I'll see you there.